Well, hello there, friends. Very special recipe for you guys today. One that has been requested many times. A vegetable stock. How do we make a vegetable stock if we don't want to use a chicken stock or a beef stock? Real simple, my friends. I got it all ready for you, okay? You gotta make one of those. Even if you're not a vegetarian, you should try because it's really special. It's nice, it's beautiful, light, crisp. You can make beautiful things with it. Okay, so what do we need? Well, we need vegetables. Hello, vegetable stock. Yeah, we need vegetables. Leeks, friends. I got the leeks super clean. You see, look, really important. The leek, it's like well, you know what it is. I don't have to describe it to you, but it grows into the ground. That's why the white part, the part of it is light green or white. It grows into the ground. You got to cut them in half. And then you cut them in pieces, then you put them in water, and you really got to rinse them because they're full of sand, okay? Celery, doesn't matter how you really cut this. You could cut them big, but, this time I cheated. I used my food processor. I put them in, boom, it was really quick. You can chop them up, doesn't matter how you chop them because they're all going to release flavor. Carrots, you don't really have to peel the carrots. You're going to leave the skin on it. You wash them really good, put them into machine or cut them up. Doesn't matter how big you cut it. I got a can of plum tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes if you want. Plum, you got a can, 28-ounce can of tomato. Don't worry about cutting them. Just put the whole can in there, right? We got celery. Celery. Hello, that's parsley. I even use the stems, okay? Yeah. And then onion. I just got like 3 big onion right there. By the way, this was 2 stalk of celery, the whole thing, okay? This was 3 big leeks. They were humongous. I only used the white and the light green, right? Then I got... let me put them in there. Or let me finish now since I talk about the mise en place. Got about 2-3 bay leaves and 14 peppercorns. I didn't count them. Fresh thyme and garlic. All right, so let me explain. First, we're going to put it doesn't matter what I put first, second, and third. It really doesn't. This is probably one of the very few times we don't saute the onion. We don't saute the onion. We don't want to caramelize them. We don't want the onion to stand up. It's just a vegetable broth. Everything is nice and mild. Celery. The whole thing, again, you got to wash them really good, okay? The celery. All right, you wash them really good. And then the leeks, super important, boy. You got to get rid of that sand, my friends. Get rid of all that sand. I wash them. And after I wash them again. Because I don't like sand. No, nobody likes it. Carrots, put the carrots in there. Now, if you cut them small like I did, they're going to cook much faster, right? The tomatoes, voila, tomatoes. The parsley is probably a little too much, but don't worry about it. Use the stem also. Probably a little too much. I don't want to put too much. I don't want it to turn too green on me, right? And then 2 or 3 bay leaves, 14 peppercorn. I didn't count them. Don't worry. Fresh thyme. Why am I putting thyme and why am I not putting rosemary or oregano or anything else in there? Because thyme is very floral. It's very delicate. Thyme goes with everything. The other one, the rosemary, the sage, they're wonderful, but they don't go with everything. So you don't want it to be nothing. I don't want nothing to come up to stand up more than the other. That's why I didn't saute the onion. I just want it to be a blend of vegetables. So it tastes like vegetables. It doesn't taste like onion or sage or it doesn't taste like... Thyme is very floral, very delicate. It's in the background. Garlic. You're going to say, it's a lot of garlic. It's not. Because garlic, when you poach it, it becomes very mild, right? So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be poached. You're hardly going to know it's in there. Now, another question everybody asks me all the time is, and water, the enemy. We're using the enemy. We ain't got no choice. We got to use water. We're not using no stock in there, right? This is a homemade stock, my friends. What was I talking about? I forget. Sometimes I forget what I'm talking about. But what was I talking about? Do you remember what I was talking about? No? You don't remember either? Oh, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Water, we put water in there. And look, I'm going to show you. It's very important, my friends. Well, I picked the right pot this time. We don't want to put more water than, sometimes I go into a tangent. Don't worry. If you've seen the channel before, you understand it and it happens. And if you've never seen the channel before, you're going to say, boy, that guy can talk, boy. Well, it's not like a cooking classes where you can talk to somebody else. You're talking to me. I'm talking to you. So I got to talk. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Salt and pepper. Why are we not putting salt and pepper in there? Well, we're not putting salt and pepper. This is not a vegetable soup. You want to make a vegetable soup, you put your salt and pepper, you put soy sauce, you put a bunch of stuff in here, the flavor. This is not a soup. This is a vegetable stock. This is something you're going to make, you're going to use to make a soup. You're going to use to make a dish and the sauces and so on. That's what you're going to use. It's a vegetable broth. So no salt, no pepper. Well, the pepper is different. The black pepper is very mild. That's why I use the corn. I don't use ground black pepper, okay? It's going to give you some fragrance. It's going to give you the umami taste of the black pepper, but it's not going to give you some hot seasoning. So we don't put salt, because salt, we'll use it when we make the vegetable soup, when we make the whatever we're using the stock for, that's when we're going to put the salt, not now. So you never put salt and pepper in any stock anyway. We're going to bring this to boil, friends. It's going to boil for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then we're going to strain all the vegetables. When it's nice and cooked, we're going to strain them, and we're going to have this beautiful broth. Then we can freeze for 17 years. Take a year or two off, maybe, I don't know. And or you can refrigerate it for 4 or 5 days. So I highly recommend, if you're not going to use it right away, you freeze it. We'll be back after this is cooked. We're going to let it cook for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, until all the vegetables are soft and all the flavors, and it smells beautiful in the house. All right, we'll be back in a little while. All right, friends. Well, it's been about an hour and a half. You bring it to boil. The second it's boiling, reduce it down and let it cook very, very slowly. Bloop, 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 bloop. No, not like too big bubbly. It's going to make it cloudy. So you want to slowly cook it, right? And you'll know, first of all, the house is going to smell amazing. It smells delicious, right? And then check it. The last one is going to cook in here, friends, is going to be the carrots, right? So you go in there, and you take a carrot and you cut it with your wooden spoon, and you're cutting it, it's good. And then also you check it, your garlic should be there, you smoosh it. That's it. So now what do we do at this point, friends? Well, I have this formula, and I share with you how I do it, right? First, I take all the vegetables out, right? I take them all out, just like that, and I put them in a colander. Right? And then I don't worry too much about it, because I know a lot of liquid is still in there, right? So I take it all out just like that, right? I put it in the colander, right? And I let it drain in the colander, in a glass. I let it drain for a while, right? So I don't lose much, right? I let it drain, and then what do you do with this? Well, let me tell you, if you let it drain long enough, you're not going to have anything left out of it. But some people use it, it doesn't taste much like anything, I promise you. You taste those vegetables, they taste like nothing. Great for compost. You put it, there's nothing left in there, so it's up to you. And then what I do, I take this liquid right there, okay? Because making a vegetable stock, if you really, really want to make it special, you got to condense more flavor out of this. So what I do is I take this and I cook it more. This without the vegetables, and I let it reduce down. I let it reduce down until I lose about a third. I let it reduce and I really concentrate the flavor even more, right? And then I take it and I strain it with a fine mesh strainer. That's really extreme, okay? But as a professional chef, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that are professional chefs, they really want to do it the right way, and that's the best way to do it. You get rid of the vegetables first, and then you reduce the beautiful broth that you got out of it to concentrate the flavor, and then you strain it with a chinois or a strainer, a double mesh strainer. Double mesh strainer works great also, but you got to make sure it's a double mesh though, not a single mesh. I mean, not that it would be very much in it, but it's better. Okay, and then we have a beautiful clean broth. So I'll come back, I'll do all this, I'm going to cook it more, I'm going to reduce it, I'm going to get rid of everything, reduce it more, and then I'll come back with a final product to show you what it looks like, all right? So we'll be back in a few seconds for you, but it'll take me a good couple of hours to redo all this, all right? Well, here we go, friends. Look how beautiful that is. It smells amazing. I wish you could be here. It smells amazing. It really is. Like, the whole house is going to smell fantastic when you make it. So, at this point, you can keep cooking it more and reducing it if you want to infuse more flavor. But, because it's already really nice out of the pot, But what I do, look at it. Look at this, friends. Okay? A quick couple of tips also, okay? So now, Remember, you can refrigerate this. Look how beautiful that is. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The tomato, I'm giving him a little bit of back flavor, very little tomato, but that's what gives you this color right there. But everything is so clean. It's just fresh and crisp, and it's just wonderful. It really is. So you would be amazed. You put a dry bay leaf in here, they hardly smell like anything. But man, you can smell it. They really, really come alive when you put them in a vegetable stock. They really, really do. You can add some mushroom or so if you want to. Just make sure you clean them really, really good. But stay away from peppers. Stay away from broccoli. Stay away from cabbage. You know, I see people putting all the rotten vegetables they got. They don't do that, because then everything you cook is gonna have a bell pepper flavor. Everything you cook is gonna have a broccoli flavor. You may like it, but maybe the other people you cook for don't really like the aftertone of things. So you want to be delicate. This has no salt and pepper. It's not a vegetable soup. You want it to? You can add some vegetables to this, and chunky vegetables, some salt and pepper, and flavor it, and you have a beautiful soup. Okay, but this is not what we made today. We made a stock. My friend, I hope you enjoyed it. I promised I was going to do. I'm doing it. I'm trying to get to all your requests. There's a lot of them. I have pages that long. I'll get to it eventually. Please be patient. Thanks for watching the channel. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon in another couple of days. Thanks for watching.